going on, folks? Adam here from Prowl. Just want to talk to you guys quickly about water collection, water filtration during a dry year like it is this year out here in Montana, right? We got a lot of fires, there's not a lot of rain, a lot of these creeks are dry. What are you guys going to use during your hunting adventures out here, out west, during a dry year? So hopefully you guys can learn a few things if you guys are getting ready to head out here this year, or you can apply them during the future. So let's dive into it. Obviously, the first thing you guys need to find is a water source, right? That's the tough part about this whole deal. This is one of the smaller, typical trickling streams that I found. It's decent, it's not bad. I found them flowing a lot less. The higher you go, the less water there is right now. The other thing to look at is I've filled up out of a stock tank hose, not the actual stock tank, but a stock tank hose. It was just trickling. It was about a foot high above the stock tank. I just put my bag underneath it and filled it up. Still filtered it. I'm sure it was probably a well or spring water, but still filtered it just for safety reasons. You could potentially fill up out of a stock tank. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I had to, I would. But those are some things to think about. Finding your water sources. Ask around. Make sure you do some digging. If you're going in backpacking, understand that you might have to pack your water, and having the right setup to pack your water, whether that's Nalgene's or extra bags or a bladder for like a Camelback. Those are your other options as well. So just being prepared, asking around, and knowing what your water sources are. But let's just say you're coming out here and you're wondering, what should I bring, right? Your options are a Steripen, a filter, or tablets, some type of purification tablet or solution. I prefer not to use these just because I don't know, it's a chemical process, right? I just save them in case of emergency in my survival kit. So this is like worst case, I lose these, I have this worst case scenario. So I suggest not using these. Your main options are UV, Steripen, or some type of filter. There's various kinds of filters. There's Catadine, Platypus, Sawyer, any type of filter. But I guess what I prefer in a dry season is a filter over a Steripen. The reason being is some of these trickling streams, you're just getting a lot more sediment in them. I don't personally want to drink a lot of sediment in my stuff. A filter's going to do that. It might clog up a little bit. That's why I do carry a Steripen in case this thing fails. But at least more times than not, I have good, clean, refreshing water. And if you're drinking out of a stream like this that's pretty low flowing, you might have to dig a little bit of a hole or make a dam to get enough water collected. So there's going to be sediment in it. The other thing is collection. How are you going to collect your water? Typically I use something like this. It's an Amazon collection bag. Has a screw on top. It screws onto a filter. That would work. However, because I knew it was going to be dry and water was going to be flowing limitedly, I went to it's called a CNOC bag. The cool part about these bags is they have a awesome opening, big opening. You just slide this top piece off. I forget which way to slide it. Oh, there you go. Just slide the top off, and then you have this giant opening to fill this thing in. It literally, you can get 2 liters of water real quick in a small little hole, a little trickle. You know, that stock tank hose I filled up out of, it was literally just a tiny little trickle. So I just held this underneath there, filled up pretty quick, and then you just roll your top back over, put your slider back on. You have a sealed bag that will also hook up to your filter. So this is what I keep as my dirty bag. I know it's my dirty bag because it's different than this bag. This is what I keep as my dirty bag. Anytime I fill up out of a creek, any water source, this is what I use because it's easy to collect in. So thinking not only about filter but collection is a key thing when it's dry and you have limited water flow. So a bag like this, like I said, a CNOC bag, you can buy them anywhere online. I think Amazon has them. I think I bought mine from Backpacking Garage or something like that. It's got some startup companies on it, including CNOC. So it's been a quality bag so far. I can't complain. But yeah, collection is the next thing. After collection is obviously collecting your water. So the big thing here is I actually ended up kind of excavating a little bit of a hole here that would fill in so I can collect water better. So I didn't get that much out of there. I didn't get that much out of there. I had to do it a couple times, but at least, so that's like 24 ounces. That's about, yeah, that's just over half a liter. So you're gonna have to do this a couple times, but if you have a big opening bag like this, like the CNOC, you're gonna be able to collect this a lot more efficiently than if you were just to sit here and try and fill up one of those nozzles like this. So it's just as simple as, usually I filter into my Nalgene, but I have some liquid drink in there, some Mountain Hops, so we'll do it into this bladder because this would be a clean one. But you guys probably know how these work, but I guess if you don't, screw it on your top, flip your top off, put it in whatever bag you want to collect in, jar, vase, maybe you're planting some flowers, I have no idea. But then you just roll the top of this guy down, get some pressure on it, and we simply squeeze her into the bag. I'll show you guys kind of the flow. That's what you get out of it. But yeah, you just squeeze her into whatever you're going to collect in, and that's it. The other nice part about these CNOC bags is they have a very heavy-duty plastic point where you could tie some paracord and you could just let this thing drip over a long period of time if you don't want to sit here and squeeze it. So let's just say you collected a bunch of dirty water at night before you were going to bed. You could let it hang into your Nalgene or into your other bag, however you want to do it, and just let it gravity feed. These filters will work that way. This bag will work that way. So but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. In a dry season, I would much rather prefer a filter over a Steripen anytime, and that's simply for the fact that this thing is going to filter out a lot more stuff than this thing. This thing will get rid of bacteria, and they work awesome. If you're in high-flowing water, you don't have to deal with sediment-laden water or anything like that, but you're probably going to be drinking that, and I don't know, I don't want to have to deal with that. Plus, the benefit to a filter over a Steripen is this thing needs batteries. This does not. You just have to flush it out sometimes if the flows are getting really low. It comes with a syringe. You just back flush it, clean it out, and then you're good to go. So it works pretty well. It's pretty handy. But I guess those are the tips and tricks I know of when it comes to dry years, dry water, limited water. I suggest a small filter like the Sawyer Mini over a Steripen or tablets. So give that a try if you guys are coming out here to elk hunt, mule deer hunt, whatever it may be. Understand 2021 season, it's a little dry. So hopefully this helped you guys. If you guys have any questions or any other suggestions on maybe what types of filters or sanitization or water purification you guys use, let us know. Leave it in the comments below. But other than that, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We love bringing you guys on our outdoor adventures, exploring the outdoors, public lands, public access, thanking our vets along the way. Thanks again for stopping in. As always, you guys, don't forget you are free to prowl, and please thank a vet for their service. We'll catch you in the next one.